Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here. I arrived back from Washington, D.C. at 3 this morning. We were on the same flight from Dubai. Let's first take stock of where we are. We have certainly entered this year from an economic perspective on a much stronger note in terms of where we were this time last year. Whereas the fiscal equation in terms of our primary surpluses, whether it's the external account, and you've just seen the number that's been given in terms of current account surplus for March. It was declared by State Bank yesterday. Our FX reserves, और जब आपको याद होगा कि ये the FX reserve had dipped to close to $3.4 billion last year, which is equivalent to about 15 days of import cover. And alhamdulillah, we are a little over $8 billion right now. And once the final tranche comes from the IMF, end of this week, we will be over $9 billion. And by the time we end June, we will be anywhere between $9 to $10 billion, which is going to be equivalent to 2 months of import cover, which is a much better position in terms of where we were. And the secondly, it's not only the quantitative aspect of it, but it's also the qualitative aspect of it. Because ये जो FX reserve बढ़ा है, ये debt stock से नहीं बढ़ा है. It's through the market operations and everything else that's come along with that. And therefore, qualitatively, it's very important as well. We have had bumper crops, and on the back of that, your agriculture GDP hai, that's growing at 5%, and I'll come back to that because that's a very, very important lever of growth as we go forward, inshallah. In terms of the other data points, stock market is a data point. ये कभी ऊपर जाती है, कभी नीचे जाती है, but we are at an all-time high, and we also see now beginning of foreign buying coming into the market. And I was with institutional investors last week in Washington, hosted by JPM and Jefferies and Citi, and we see in the fixed income market as well, interest coming back in, which is all, it's a good sign as we go forward. So देखिए ये where we are in a good place, and this was in turn ushered by the 9-month SBA, which was taken through the finishing line by the current Prime Minister. और आप सब यहाँ मौजूद थे. And that was absolutely critical that we did that as a country. IMF is known as lender of the last resort for a reason. There is no plan B. कोई plan B का कोई तसव्वुर नहीं किया जा सकता when you are in a situation where I said you are down to 15 days of import cover. So it's not only the start of that program, which ushered in this macroeconomic stability, but also the successful conclusion of this program. When I was in DC again last week, we were complimented as a country to show the necessary discipline to go through the program. The staff level agreement though happened in March, but inshallah the board meeting of the fund is there and we'll get the final tranche and we move on. Now, where do we go from here? One of the reasons why we initiated discussions with the fund to go for a longer and a larger program is for 2 reasons. One is to bring permanence in this macroeconomic stability. That's number 1. The second thing is the execution of the structural reform agenda. और मैं असफर आपके कॉन्फ्रेंसेस में बड़ी देर से मैं कहता रहा हूं कि इस मुल्क को पॉलिसी प्रिस्क्रिप्शंस की जरूरत नहीं है. We know the what and why for the longest time. We just don't do it. So it's now the how part of it, and we have to get into the execution mode. और इसमें 3 key areas हैं. One is sort of tax to GDP or broadening the tax base. We are hovering around 9%. When I was with some of the investors in UAE yesterday, and they went straight into Chat GPT when I said its sort of tax to GDP is hovering around 9%, and they gave me the neighboring countries in Southeast Asia, और वो सब अब हमें पता है, कोई 16% पे है, कोई 18% पे है, कोई 20% पे है, which we all know. We need to move towards sustainability. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. And I'll come back to that in a moment when I say we are in an execution mode. क्यों में हम कहते हैं कि we are in execution mode? The second thing, which is a huge priority, and all of you know better than I do, is the energy equation. Whether it's on the power side or it's on the petroleum side, and I appreciate the petroleum minister and the power minister are going to be here addressing you later on in the conference. So I won't steal their thunder, but it's so critical that we fix this equation, because जो भी हम करना चाहते हैं from an industrial perspective or from getting our export base right, we are not going to get there if we don't fix this issue. And I'll come back to that. The third thing is the SOE reforms, and therefore accelerating the privatization agenda. In the very first week, the Prime Minister said the government has no business in being in business. And therefore, all operating units, all ministries, we have to step up to ensure कि ये जो drag है SOEs का, इसको हम privatization की तरफ लेकर जाएं. So I'll just spend a couple of minutes in terms of the execution part of it, and then we can say where do we go from here in terms of road to markets. क्योंकि मैं बार-बार ये चीज़ repeat करूँगा as we go forward कि how do we get out of the fund program, and that's the only way is to have a very clear roadmap in terms of road to markets. But before we go there, let's come to these three items. So जो tax का जो element है, उसके दो पहलू हैं. One is the policy and the enforcement gap. And the other is obviously bringing in the undertaxed and untaxed sectors into the net. जो enforcement वाला discussion है, वो बहुत important discussion है. उसके दो पहलू हैं again. One is where we have the functionality and we haven't done it. So track and trace की हमारे पास functionality है, implementation is lax, and therefore operational effectiveness is very limited. तो वो ये जो enforcement elements हैं, इनको हमने दुरुस्त करना है. उसी के सिलसिले में there are about 1.7 trillion की litigation is pending with the tax tribunals. अब इस फिगर को आप देखिए कि इस साल का जो बजट है वो is 9.4 trillion, and inshallah we are well on our way to meet that budget. But we don't make decisions as a country. जो मैं बार-बार बात में कहता रहा हूं कि छोटा से छोटी कंपनी हो, बड़े से बड़ा मुल्क हो, timely decisions, timely executions. So in conjunction with the Law Minister and Attorney General, and I'm very grateful to them, क्योंकि ये चीज़ एग्जेक्टिव के पास है. क्योंकि मुझे किसी ने कहा कि आप चीफ जस्टिस से क्यों नहीं जाकर बात करते. चीफ जस्टिस तो मैं उस वक्त जाकर बात करूं अगर ये हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट का मामला हो. ये तो ट्राइब्यूनल्स हैं. ये ट्राइब्यूनल्स वो हैं जहां से FBI के लोग जाते हैं और लॉ मिनिस्ट्री से लोग जाते हैं. That's how these tribunals are structured. So it's very much in the domain of the executive. So we need to fix it, not the court. और इनकी, as I said, law minister साहब की मदद से we have requested these tribunals that they make decisions in the next 3 to 4 months. And we will also change people in these tribunals as we go forward. So ये तो वो है चीजें जो हमारे control में है, and we need to fix them in terms of short-term measures, and we have already started this thing. We are not waiting for EFF, we are not waiting for the extended facility, because ये चीजें हमारे control में है. And then of course bringing in from the undertaxed and untaxed, और उसमें हमें provinces के साथ भी मिलकर चलना पड़ेगा और उनके मशावरत से चलना पड़ेगा, because some of the tax aspects are now very much after a devolved situation is in their purview. So उनकी भी हम मदद हासिल करने की इंशाल्लाह इसमें कोशिश करेंगे as we bring these sectors into the net as well, so that we start moving towards 13 to 14% of tax to GDP into a more sustainable range, inshallah, in the next 3 to 4 years. The next one is, as I said, energy, और चूंकि ministers खुद आ रहे हैं, वो खुद बात करेंगे. I think Awais is already working on, first of all, dealing with the corporate governance. वहाँ भी यही सिलसिला है कि जो leakages हैं in the system, and leakages are euphemism for outright theft, and therefore the enforcement element has to come in on that side in the short term, and then whatever we are trying to do in terms of जो corporate board हैं distribution companies के, उनको reduce किया जाए, उसमें private sector के लोगों को ज़्यादा लाया जाए, and he's working on it, and I'm sure he'll talk about it when he's here with all of you. और उसके बाद in distribution companies को हमने private sector में कैसे लेके जाना है, whether we go the concession route a la Turkey or we actually go for the privatization route, remains to be seen. But as far as I'm concerned, it can be a combination of both as well. और इसमें अब GenCos का है, gas allocations का issue है, whether we are going with the right merit order, etc. Because a lot of thing is that the demand is going down, we are going off grid, उसकी वजह से capacity payments बढ़ रही हैं. So we have to look at this equation very holistically between the power minister and the petroleum minister and myself as we go forward. And inshallah, we'll do that in the medium term on that aspect. बाकी रही SOE reforms की और privatization की, as you see, PIA is an asset which is in play right now. उसके expression of interest जा चुके हैं. We are expecting the bids to come in. और उसकी simple बात ये है कि we cannot afford these type of losses year after year after year. It's as simple as that. और हमारे neighborly country में जब ये चीज़ गई है, whether it's a foreign investor or local investor, it's the airline there is looking very good and working very well. The other is Islamabad Airport, उसमें भी interest आ रहा है, but we want to accelerate this privatization agenda as we go forward. तो इसलिए ये जो IMF वाली discussion होती है, तो वो आमतौर पे ये पूछा जाता है कि जी अब और आप पे वो क्या करने वाले हैं? कुछ नहीं करने वाले. If these are the kind of things which we need to do as a country, I keep on repeating that this is therefore Pakistan's program, which is help supported, assisted by the fund. इसको हमें इस तरह देखना है because ownership ही उसी तरह आएगी. अगर हमने ये कहते रहे कि कोई आके हमारे से करवा रहा है, कुछ नहीं करवा रहा है. Because this is our requirement as a country if we want to get out of the trap that we are in at this point in time. And we are very committed to actually, inshallah, get it done. Now, coming to the IMF, we had very good discussions in Washington with a view that we go for a larger and a longer program. People keep on asking me कि उसका hujam क्या होगा, उसकी duration क्या होगी. That is only, we'll start getting into the contours of that program when the mission is here, inshallah, in middle of May. Or we are hoping if all goes well and we agree on the prioritization, and I have no reason to believe we will not agree with the prioritization, because जो हमारी priorities हैं ultimately those have to be supported by the fund, और वो हम inshallah agree कर लेंगे. But we are still hoping we can get into a staff level agreement by the time June is done or early July, so that we can move on. IMF is a means to an end, not an end in itself. क्योंकि बात यही होती है कि 24th प्रोग्राम में आप जा रहे हैं, तो आप कभी इसके बाद भी कोई प्रोग्राम होगा, और उसकी ये मैं 2-3 चीज़ें कहूँगा कि if we want to bring permanence into that, then the road to market. Now, road to market has sort of 3 components to it. One is जो हमारा homegrown discussion है, which is making sure that the export equation gets right. So on the textile side, I think I have to say full kudos to the industry, because we have gone into value addition and things are moving forward. But I do appreciate their issues at this point in time in terms of the competitive energy equation, but also the interest rate regime. और वो interest rate regime ये है, मैं इसलिए उसके बारे में मैंने ज़्यादा बात नहीं की है, क्योंकि this is very much the purview of the central bank, and we need to respect that. But just in terms of inflation, we hit a peak of 38% last year, The latest figures are 20.7% end of March. And I'm quoting the Monetary Policy Committee of the State Bank. It's not a Ministry of Finance issue. It's a State Bank discussion. तो उन्हीं का जो statement है वो ये है कि the medium term target of getting to 5 to 7% inshallah is going to be in the September 2025 range. Now, if that is the case, then I do expect that the inflation starts coming down, and also based on the base effect, and then of course the policy rate needs to follow. So ये जो एक इस वक्त discussion है in terms of the high interest rate regime, which is a right discussion, and I can fully appreciate that. तो वो ये बतदरीज उसमें बेहतरी आएगी. But textiles, I think, therefore, I think वो आगे चलेगा, लेकिन it's going to be range bound because of these two reasons in the short term. Then on the other extreme, the metals and mining, especially mining, is going to be a huge upside, inshallah, for the country as we go forward. It's not only about Ricodec, but many other projects which are in the pipeline as well. But उसके दरमियान जो दो चीजें हैं, and therefore I keep on saying कि ये जो IMF के लोग बात करते हैं कि when there is a fund program, therefore we can only talk about stabilization and not about growth. I respectfully disagree with that, because there are two sectors, which is agriculture and IT. And whatever we do in these two sectors have nothing to do with the fund, has nothing to do with external borrowing. It's all in our control. Our policy framework, policy continuity, doing the facilitation, increasing the lending. इस साल बम्पर क्रॉप्स हुई हैं, उसके बेसिस पे इंपोर्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन भी हुई है, और जो आपने राइस को एक्सपोर्ट किया उसमें फॉरेन एक्सचेंज की भी हेल्प हुई है. Sugar again is a surplus discussion this year. And there's no reason that we cannot continue to increase the yields in these crops, but more importantly, increase the yields which is in the 50% of the country's agriculture GDP, which is dairy and livestock. अगर हम Netherlands की तरफ ना भी जाएं, if we start moving, increasing our yields, we'll go into a much better place. ये जो agriculture GDP है, ये 5% पे grow कर रही है. So that, why can't it grow at 6%, 7%, 8%? और चूंकि मैं शोबे के साथ खुद भी थोड़ा सा मुंसलिक रहा हूँ HPL के सिलसिले में, I know the upside potential in this sector if we get the equation right. The second is information technology. From nowhere, a few years back, this year we are going to have, and I think Shaza is also here at your right session, so again, I'm sure she will get into much more detail. $3.4 billion की export है. Second largest freelancer population in the world. ये हमारे कंट्रोल में है. उनको फैसिलिटेट कैसे करना है, उनके रिटेंशन अकाउंट्स को क्या करना है, उनको डेबिट कार्ड्स कैसे देने हैं, उनके पेमेंट मैकेनिज्म्स को हमने कैसे फैसिलिटेट करना है. Nothing to do with external borrowing, nothing to do with the fund program. Why can't this go to 4, 5, 6, 7? Eventually, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बात कर रहे हैं, $25 billion as we go forward. लेकिन मैं तो अगले साल की बात कर रहा हूँ. These are two areas which are going to be real levers of growth, provided हम अपना जो इस चीज में जो government का facilitating action है, and we are very determined to inshallah do that. So that's the export bit. The second is FDI, or foreign direct investment. उसमें जो अभी discussion है, उसमें you've seen the Saudi जो भी conversations हुई हैं. I was with the Prime Minister when we met the Crown Prince. So वो तो ये कर सकते हैं ना कि अपनी investment appetite आपको बता सकते हैं कि $5 billion की investment appetite है. But then it's up to us as a country to come up with investable, bankable projects. And inshallah, a couple of those are in advanced stages. So inshallah, we'll hear that. But the rest of it is the pipeline, which is going to be critical. The last thing is the debt aspect of it. And that's why I was in UAE yesterday talking to Middle Eastern banks. जब आप ये fund का program delay करते हैं, तो उसके कई नुकसानात होते हैं. एक तो ये है कि the immediate appetite on the commercial side disappears, and the second thing is the nosedive that we had in our ratings. So the way I look at it, during next fiscal year, inshallah, we can hope to get some of that commercial borrowing, commercial bank borrowing coming back into the country, and that's important to get our trade and trade finance equation going. The second thing is rating agencies. जो पिछले हफ्ते बात हुई है, S&P, Moody's, and Fitch. Obviously, they are looking for sustainability, and we'll move in that discussion forward. because that is going to be important as we go and access the euro and the reg S market. But इस fiscal year में इंशाल्लाह हमारी पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम जो पैंडा बॉन्ड है और जो चाइनीज कैपिटल मार्केट है उसको ज़रूर एक्सेस करें with the help of credit enhancements that we have. So between exports, FDI, coming back into debt, that is our roadmap in terms of taking things forward, in terms of ensuring that we don't get into yet another program and we move towards self-sustainability. मैं लास्ट चीज़ बात उस पर कंक्लूड करूँगा जो असफर ने अभी बात की है, क्योंकि ये जो हम बात करते हैं इन द फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री एंड द इकोनॉमिक मिनिस्ट्रीज एट्सेट्रा, ये तो इमीडिएट डिस्कशंस हैं जो आप सब इंटरेस्टेड हैं कि IMF के साथ क्या हो रहा है, क्या होने वाला है, क्या हमारी प्रायोरिटीज़ हैं, प्राइवेटाइजेशन एट्सेट्रा. बट देन दे आर थिंग्स विच आर लिंक्ड विद द फ्यूचर ऑफ द कंट्री. क्लाइमेट चेंज, you know, one of the most vulnerable countries in the world. And you know that given the devastating floods back in 2022, जिसमें 33 million got affected, 16 million children. And it's a huge bill. ये rescue और relief की बात नहीं हो रही, ये rehabilitation, reconstruction, adaptation, finance की बात हो रही है. So there the discussions that I had with Ajay Banga, and I think what a breath of fresh air with him at the helm of affairs at the World Bank Group, because उसके साथ जो मेरी बात हुई, उसने कहा कि 2-3 priorities आप ऐसी लेके चलें जो अगले साल के लिए ना हो, अगले 2 साल के लिए ना हो. एंड उसमें ऑफ कोर्स क्लाइमेट चेंज, द सेकंड वन इज डिजिटलाइजेशन, बिकॉज दैट्स समथिंग व्हिच वी आर गोइंग टू डू इंशाल्लाह इन द शॉर्ट टर्म इन FBR, because we are going ahead and appointing a world class consultant this week, ताकि हम end to end डिजिटलाइजेशन करें और उसमें ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन जितनी कम हो सके वो कम हो सके. बट इट्स इन द एंड it has to be digitalization across the economy. और कुछ areas में verticals में बहुत हम अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, State Bank, RAST, and then NADRA in terms of linking everything into CNIC, but those systems don't talk to each other. So digitalization. And the third thing is human capital. आपने इस पर बात की education की, आपने बात की health की, आपने बात की children out of school. But the child stunting, right, is horrific, absolutely horrific. The kind of statistics that we have, and that is the future of Pakistan. तो अजय बंगा के साथ मेरी जो बात हुई, यही बात हुई कि 2-3 टॉपिक्स, गन शॉट अप्रोच ना करें कि 10 चीजें ले आए, 12 चीजें ले आए, लेकिन वो चीज which is really the future of Pakistan, he said we will support you through the cycle, which is the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, because that is the equation we need to get right. ये IMF भी हम कर लेंगे, हम ये जो immediate चीजें हैं इंशाल्लाह ये भी कर लेंगे, but if this country has to move into middle income countries, these are the aspects which you emphasize, and we need to move these things in parallel, not कि पहले हम ये करेंगे उसके बाद दूसरी चीज करेंगे. All of this has to go forward. I wish you all the very best for the rest of the conference. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patient hearing. It's absolute pleasure and privilege to be here at the conference. Thank you.